The website colornames.org allows users to suggest names for over 16 million colors. What does the color cheap mattress look like? So I'll repeat that. The website colornames.org allows users to suggest names for over 16 million colors. What does the color cheap mattress look like?
Okay, I know this website. I don't know the answer to the question, but I know the website because I have had the same brand color for it must be coming up on nearly 20 years now. And at some point, that particular color, someone has put in that database as my color because no one had yet named it. And I appreciate the gesture. That's still kind of weird.
What color is it? Is it the color of your red shirt?
It is a particular color that I sampled from a completely different red shirt about 20 years ago and used as the building block for my website back then. And that happened because I happened to use that picture for the header. So I happened to use that pixel and happened to use that color and everything. It is nearly 2 decades later, and that is still the brand color that I have on everything because of a decision I made almost at random 20 years ago.
Attention, lateral audience, please name a color after me. I want one also. That's a request.
What color do you want?
Something not comparable to old mattress or whatever that is. Well, let's get into that.
Cheap mattress.
Cheap mattress.
All right, here's my strategy on how to answer this question. I'm going to start naming colors. Pink, yellow, blue, red, green, white.
I'm going to reject this on principle.
We are speedrunning this game.
Wait. I'm sorry. I do have to ask the obvious question, right? I don't know. What did it look like? I don't know. Did it look like a sort of off-white, like a brownish off-white? That's what I would imagine cheap mattress would look like, right?
Like that kind of color stain you get on pillows and mattresses after someone sweated into them for many years. That kind of color.
Nope.
Because I feel like I have never seen a mattress of any other color.
My first thought on this is that it's like hexadecimal color names. So if you do web development, every one of those 16 million colors is given a 6-character code. And each of those characters is between 0 and F. So you got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. And for mathematical reasons, that's where you get the 16 million from. There are 16 million possible codes there. And those have been used to spell stuff out in the past. There's a limited number of words you can get with them. But cheap mattress, if it was dead bees, no, that's still too many characters.
Somebody go right now into the color naming thing and name something dead bees.
No, it's got to be a 6-letter one as well. It's just got to be dead bee. But
no, I was assuming dead bee was spelled DEDBES, dead bees.
But that can't be cheap mattress. You've got an M in there and a T. That doesn't match anything like that.
You're definitely on the right track, Tom.
Does it have to do with hexadecimal codes?
Yeah, no, it absolutely does. Tom is absolutely on the right track.
So it has nothing to do with what a cheap mattress looks like in real life.
No, I never said that, Ben. It could also have something to do with what the mattress could look like.
Oh, okay.
Because I was thinking, where would you buy a cheap mattress? Somewhere like IKEA or something like that. But again, that doesn't map to codes.
Okay, wait a minute. This is probably wrong, but just throwing it out here. What if the name of a cheap IKEA mattress was a hexadecimal code? Like a 6-letter name of a mattress, what's a cheap mattress brand?
Good luck with some fake IKEA names here.
Right. But Serta or whatever, if that is a hexadecimal code. Is it the name? Does the hexadecimal code of the color spell out the name of a specific brand or type of mattress?
Nope. Sorry.
Could it be a visual thing? Like the numbers look like a cheap mattress when you put them on their side? I don't know where I was going with that.
Not really.
It makes it makes a visual thing. I don't know.
You were closer to it a couple minutes ago. You've You've gone a little bit off track.
Well, I will say though, Tom, I liked the idea that it made it look like a mattress, like because like it's like the way the chair looks like a chair.
It's a synonym thing. Bed, BED, is a valid hexadecimal thing. So it's a synonyms. It's synonyms for cheap and mattress. It's going to be something bed. What's a 3-letter?
Bad bed?
Bad bed?
But that's not. That's not. So I'll confirm that is correct, but that's not the answer to the question. The question is, what does the color cheap mattress look like? So I do wonder, do any of you have any idea how to translate that?
Yes, and I can do this in my head, which is really annoying because now I have to work it out. So it's going to be B.
Oh, wait, you can do this in your head?
Yes,
this
I've been doing web development for nearly 25 years. Yes, of course I can do this in my head.
Oh, great. All right, I'm going to sit back and relax.
Because the first two characters go from 00 to FF, and that is your red. So is it bad bed, Sam?
Yes.
Okay, the first two is BA. So that's the red channel, those first two categories, and BA is like maybe 2/3 of the way up there. The next two are the green channel, that is DB, so that's really up there. Like you're a DEF, you're at the end of it. So there's more green. And then B is ED, which is even further up there. So there's more blue than green and more green than red, but they're all really high up there. So it is a really, really pale blue with a hint of green.
Wow, that is very impressive. Yes, you're correct. It's kind of light blue or turquoise.
Come on!
That was crazy!
that was like in The Hangover when he goes to the casino and it does the thing with all of the all of the equations and stuff floating across the screen in his head. That's what that was.
I was gonna say it's like the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock thing where he's got like the things.
Yeah. Tom went into his mind palace and he had words.
Because 25 years ago, when I was first building websites, I was not designing them in Photoshop or like Dreamweaver or anything like that. I had a text editor open. I had Notepad open. And you literally just trial and errored this because you were just writing really basic HTML code. It's like, oh, I've just copied and pasted this in from view source on another site. Oh, I guess, how do I change this color? Like, you had to learn it. I mean, it was never useful past then, but just this once.
Wow.
That rocked. That's one of the coolest things anyone's ever done.
That is the exact opposite of cool, but I'll take it. Thank you.